and focus PitStop Pro 11. The new features in PitStop Pro 11 are Smart Pre-Flight and Correction, smarter text editing, improved pre-flight profile editor, and a streamlined navigator. Until today, a pre-flight profile could only contain fixed checks and corrections. For example, the resolution of an image must be higher than 300 dpi or the page size should be A4. However, every job is different and comes with its specific order and production requirements. With the Smart Pre-Flight in PitStop Pro 11, users no longer have to work with fixed values within a pre-flight profile. Now you can use pre-flight rules that can depend on job production specific information. Smart Pre-Flight unleashes in this way the full potential of checking and correcting PDF files within the PitStop Pre-Flight engine. How it works in PitStop Pro 11? You set up your pre-flight profile with your variables. You enable the wanted variable set, and then you smart pre-flight your PDF file. When running the pre-flight profile, the variables from the active variable set that are also used in the pre-flight profile will be presented to the user in a dialog window. He or she can provide the correct values for this particular file. If we look into the variable set, we can see that this first variable set used contains 4 variables and all of them are of type constant. The next variable set not only has constants but also rules. The ink coverage is not defined as a constant like in the previous example, but it is set to be a rule which is based on the paper type. This means the value will change depending on the paper type you choose. We apply the second variable set and rerun our pre-flight profile. You can see that the ink coverage field is not editable and that it changes when choosing a different paper type. As you can see with Smart Pre-Flight, you no longer need to create a pre-flight profile per specific production requirement, and you will also be able to automatically derive ink coverage values when selecting your paper type. The same technology is available to smart correct your PDF files. You set up your action list with variables instead of fixed values, you activate the needed variable set, and you run the action list. You fill in your production requirement values and you smart correct your PDF file. When we take a look at this variable set, we can see that there are no difference between the variable sets used for pre-flighting and for executing action lists. We have split them up here, but that is not a requirement. Note that variable sets can contain more variables than are actually used in the pre-flight profile or action list. The user will only be prompted to supply values for the variables that are actually used. Smarter text editing. With the Find and Replace text tool of PitStop Pro 11, you can quickly locate specific text segments and immediately replace them. For example, you can easily correct misspellings globally, apply new branding styles, and so on. These changes can be easily implemented and are quickly and efficiently handled, saving precious time. Improved Pre-Flight Profile Editor. And Focus has developed a new and streamlined interface to make pre-flight profile editing as easy and obvious as possible in PitStop Pro 11. The pre-flight profile editor has been optimized with more logical categories. Now you can add your desired pre-flight checks and have a clear visual overview of the checks and corrections that are used in your pre-flight profile. In this way, you will not lose focus on all checks that would not matter to you. Under the Actions option, you can easily delete a check you no longer need. Or you can turn on, for example, the use of variables in your pre-flight profile editor. When enabling the use of variables, you can click on the blue widget to get your list of available variables and select the one needed. Streamlined Navigator. The Navigator is more compact and easier to use in PitStop Pro 11. This results in a clearer view of your PDF throughout the review process. You can easily toggle between the different values of problems in your file. You can see all objects highlighted or just one. And if you have all highlighted, you can fix all objects. Under the actions, you can restart your pre-flight, you can make your PDF certified, you can check your certified status, or you can show your report.